So they say that you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. And I'm going to bust that myth in today's video. So hey everyone, welcome back to my channel where I help creative business owners turn more browsing prospects into booked clients. And today I want to give you my two-step process in order to turn those browsers into more bookings. And it's working so well for my clients. I just had to share this with you. So if for those of you that don't know, I have a background in the wedding industry. So I've been a wedding hair and beauty pro for donkey's years, as they say. And one of the things that I do is I help hair and beauty pros book more brides. Now, there's a few things that I tell them to do in order to turn their browsing brides into booked brides. And because it works so well, I've been using it on other industries, slightly tweaking it. And I'm going to give you those tweaks as well, but slightly differently for just general salons and spas. But also it works really well for those of you building online workshops. So first of all, let's just talk about the two-step process. The first step in the process is to basically make prospects an offer. It's got to be an offer that they can't refuse. And in order to get it, you're going to ask for their name and email, right? Blanket practice amongst most small business owners these days. Make them an offer and get their name and email and phone number. They were kind of the three things I would ask for: name, email, and phone number. But we want to make them an offer. And then on the thank you page, or once they've given you their name and email, you want to then make them use it. So the second step of the process is to tell them kind of there and then, hey, you've got this special offer. Here's how you use it. So this tends to work well with things like discounts and gift vouchers more than anything. It does work with the occasional freebies, right? The occasional download PDF, but you kind of want to tie it in with some kind of booking. So let me explain how it works. Let's say that you do want to just use some kind of free download. If you're a local business, free downloads do still work pretty well with local business owners who have a service. I still, when it comes to a specific download, I'm talking a brochure of perhaps what it is that you offer. So, for example, if you are like me and you work in hair and beauty, you might have a bridal style guide, right? Something like that. That is something where if a bride came to my website and that's what they want, they wanted to book me for hair and beauty services, they might go, oh, a free style guide for brides. I mean, I'm a bride and that's what, I'd love to know what kind of hair and makeup she recommends for me. So something like that is great, it's juicy, and it does give brides a reason to opt in with me. However, on the back end of that, you go, hey, thanks very much. Here's your guide. And then sort of where does it go from there? You haven't turned that prospect in from browsing into a booking. So what you need to do on the end of that is say, hey, can I offer you a free quote? And you embed your quote, booking forms, that kind of stuff on that second page. So first of all, freebies do work well, but you want to encourage them to still, just by giving them a freebie and saying, thanks very much, there's your freebie. They're still a browser, right? They're not a booking. Now, a booking doesn't mean that they have to be a paid booking. It doesn't mean that they've actually spent money with you. It just means that you have somehow got to meet with them in some way, right? So whether that be virtually or you make an appointment, they can arrange to actually see you. So downloads do work. I think that they work really well for offline businesses, particularly local businesses. If you have a specialized product or service, you can create a brochure because your clients will come to you because they're specifically looking for that brochure. Whereas if you're an online business owner and you are looking, if you're creative and you're doing courses and workshops in the area that you're in, art, craft, like hair and beauty, even perhaps you're doing classes for that, just offering them a free download, it's not going to cut it. So the alternative or the additional thing that you could add to that freebie would be to give them some kind of discount, some kind of gift voucher or special offer. So I'll give you an example of what's been working really well with a hairdressing client of mine. She has obviously a local offline service-based business. So listen up for all my local business owners out there. She has taken a part of her everyday work, so her hairdressing work, and she is offering a $19.95 blow wave. So she's doing a blow wave for $19.95. So people can have their hair washed. It's a wash, and then it's basically a blow wave in style, right? Great. $19.95, $20. Super cheap, super simple, but something that's actually really favorable. The way she lives, she actually lives and works in the city, and clients come after work to have a beautiful blow wave. Now, here's the clinch on that. So she's offering this $19.95 blow wave, and then on the thank you page, hey, thanks so much, here's your gift voucher, book in right here. So in that thank you page, she's getting them to make their booking straight away. So she's turning those people that were browsing in the first place, she's turning them into a booking by getting them to use that voucher. Now, there's a couple of things that you want to do. Number one is obviously, if you are going to provide a voucher, you need to give it an expiry date. An expiry date is so crucial because it means that they can't just come back to you in 6 months' time and say, oh, I've got this voucher, right? You want them to use it. So you might want to do it for 1 month, maybe valid for 30 days or valid for 60 days, something like that. So we want to get them to booking. The second thing that they're doing is that they're offering an upsell on that page. So she's doing a $19.95 wash and blow wave, but she's also said, if you book in today, we'll add on a hair treatment. So you'll actually get a treatment at the bowl, when we wash your hair, if you book in right now. So those people that are looking at this going, oh my God, I've just got a blow away for $19.95 and I usually pay $50 for it. And they're going to offer me, the incentive is that they're going to offer to do a treatment on my hair as well. So she's getting them to download their voucher. They're on her email list now. Brilliant. And then she's able to get them to use that voucher by giving them an incentive to get in straight away. So for those of you that are in a local offline business, think about what you could do. Take a part of your process and take something that you can give away fairly inexpensively, something that maybe you could offer as an incentive to make them book straight away with you. Now, here's another clicker, which you're just, again, this is genius. The next thing I told her to do was to offer to upgrade them to something. So when they when they make the booking, make an offer on the booking. Would you like to add this service on? Right? They can pay for it on the day. But would you like to add this service on and give them another reason to make a book, to spend some money with you? So just adding on these little extra things means that she's gone from having, she's gone from having this $19.95 blow wave, which she would normally charge $50 for. We'll get onto that in just a sec. She's given them a little bit of extra by getting them to book in straight away. And then she's also upselling them on something. Again, it's still discounted. Now, the great thing about a hairdresser is that women go and see their hairdresser every 4, 6, 8 weeks, every 3 months. And so even though we got that client for, let's just say, $20, that client is potentially worth, if they come in and the average person would have their hair cut and colored every 3 months, let's say. So she has to think about, what's that client going to be worth to me as in long-term and lifetime value over the time. And when people find a good hairdresser, they stay with them. So if you're a local business owner and you have something where you could come back and maintain that service, monthly. So you give them sort of that one-off kicker, start with me, try it with me, have this little incentive booking, give us a go, and then you turn them into the long-term clients. So that works so well. Now let's just talk really quickly about if you have something that is online. Let's say you're building something online, like an online workshop, online classes. Again, even classes in person. So if you do art classes, if you do craft classes, if you're resin classes, you've got somebody coming, hair and makeup classes, they come to you and you actually do a class. So you could do the same kind of thing. You offer them the discount or incentive to join the class, right? Maybe you start with a basic class before you upgrade them to the bigger class. Maybe you have a beginners class, right? You start with a beginners class, but then the idea is that they pay full price then for the most advanced class or the intermediate and advanced class. So start with an incentive, 50% off our next online class, and then look at ways that you can add things on. So maybe it's 50% off their online class, but they want their materials or they want their workbook. That could be an add-on to them. And again, if your online programs, if your online classes, even if your offline classes are the start of something, let's just say they are the beginning of like a beginner, intermediate and advanced class, concentrate on that first beginners part, make an incentive, get them to book in, use this now and book in. You'll get something for free if you book in right now to your class. So we're making them use it straight away. They're now your customer, and of course, don't forget, whether you're online or offline, you've now got an email list of clients that have purchased with you, number one, right? And now they are very, very likely to purchase from you again in the future. So then you can start using your email lists to now market in the future once they've come in and they've had that initial service, or they've used that initial they've had that initial class with you. So I hope that helps, guys. A two-step process. Number one, make a really good, extremely, extremely irresistible offer. Number two, get them to use that offer straight away. And guys, always look at this as lifetime value. Do not look at this as just one-off throwaway, because if you look at a client like that, you're never going to have that longevity in your business. You always have to approach these opportunities as, this is an opportunity to get someone on my email list who's going to spend some money with me, even if it's just a small amount right now, which could lead to larger amounts in the long run. All right, guys, thanks for joining me again today, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye for now.